It's 2 in the morning. You're finally out. And then it hits. Your calf locks up. Not a dull ache. Not mild discomfort. A full-on, violent, involuntary contraction that rips you awake before your brain even registers what's happening. You'll grab your leg. You'll try to flex your foot. You'll press it against the mattress, the floor, anything you can reach. And for 30, 40, sometimes a full 60 seconds. The muscle just will not let go. Predictable enough that you've started dreading the lights off. You've brought this up with your doctor. They told you to stretch before bed. Drink more water. Maybe eat a banana. And the cramps kept right on coming. Every night, or every other night, or 3 times a week. Here is what your doctor almost certainly didn't tell you. If you're over 60 and taking blood pressure medication, that might be the reason. There is a very real chance that the medication itself is why your legs are cramping. A direct, measurable reason that gets completely glossed over. And if you bought a magnesium supplement, there's a good chance you grab the form your body can barely absorb, getting almost nothing out of it. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what's going on. I'm Dr. Frank Castle. I've been in integrative medicine for over 20 years. Nighttime leg cramps are one of the things I hear about most from adults over 60. They're also one of the most consistently mishandled problems out there. Not because the fix is complicated, because nobody bothers to connect the dots between the prescription and the cramp at 2 a.m. Before we get into it, drop a comment below, your age, where you're watching from, and frequency. And if you haven't subscribed, do that now. We go deep on exactly this kind of thing every week. Now let me break down what a muscle cramp actually is at the cellular level. Think of your muscle fiber as a room with 2 light switches. One switch turns the muscle on, contracts it, tightens it up. The other switch turns it off, relaxes it, lets it release. The on switch runs on calcium and sodium. The off switch runs on magnesium and potassium. When there's enough magnesium and potassium inside the muscle cell, that off switch works just fine. Everything runs the way it's supposed to. But when they drop below a certain threshold, that off switch gets unreliable. The muscle can still contract, but it has a hard time letting go. It gets stuck. And when it gets stuck at 2 in the morning, when nothing's moving, that's your cramp. Now here's the piece most doctors aren't putting together. The most widely prescribed class of blood pressure medication for adults over 60 is diuretics. Drugs like hydrochlorothiazide or furosemide. They work by making your kidneys push out more fluid. The problem is that your kidneys don't selectively push out just water. They push out fluid along with whatever electrolytes are dissolved in it. And the 2 that take the biggest hit are magnesium and potassium. If you've been on a diuretic for years, the levels inside your actual muscle cells are almost certainly lower than they need to be. Your blood test might not flag it because standard panels measure electrolytes in the serum, but the ones that matter are inside the cells. Now, pile on one more issue. Most people grab the cheapest option on the shelf, and 9 times out of 10, that's magnesium oxide. Magnesium oxide has a bioavailability of roughly 4%. For every 400 milligrams, your body actually takes in about 16 milligrams. The rest goes straight through you. You're literally paying for a supplement and flushing most of it down the toilet. Let me walk you through what actually fixes this. Let's talk about the 3 nutrients that actually fix this. And I want to be specific about forms and timing here. Both matter more than you realize. The first one is magnesium glycinate. This is magnesium bound to glycinate, an amino acid. It has 2 big advantages over the oxide form. First, bioavailability, somewhere in the range of 80 to 90%. Nearly everything you swallow actually gets into your cells. Second, glycine has a calming effect on the nervous system. It helps you fall into deeper, more restorative sleep. It's pulling double duty. The dose is 300 to 400 milligrams, taken 45 to 60 minutes before bed, not in the morning. so levels are peaking when cramps are most likely to hit. The second is potassium citrate. If you're on a diuretic, you're losing potassium around the clock. Food is helpful, but often not enough to make up for the meds. Potassium citrate is the form I recommend for muscle function, 300 to 500 milligrams with your evening meal. Be very clear on this one though. If you're on a potassium sparing diuretic or an ACE inhibitor, talk to your doctor first. Those can raise levels, and stocking a supplement could push things too high. The third is taurine. Taurine is an amino acid that plays a direct role in controlling calcium activity inside your muscle cells. Remember that on switch? Taurine helps keep that signal in check. It stops calcium from triggering contractions that are too strong or last too long. It's part of the relaxation system. In older adults, it's shown to cut down cramp frequency. 500 milligrams in the evening, taken with your magnesium glycinate. These three together cover the whole picture. You're not just masking the symptom, you're rebuilding the electrolyte environment. Your muscles were meant to work in. Let me tell you about Dorothy. Dorothy was 65 and had been on hydrochlorothiazide for 7 years. She'd been dealing with nighttime leg cramps for about 4 of those years. The cramps were hitting 4 to 5 nights a week. Her husband had moved to the spare bedroom because the cramps were waking both of them up. Broken sleep for 7 years. Dorothy told me she'd started keeping a tennis ball at the foot of the bed so she could jam her foot against something solid when the cramp hit. It was heartbreaking. She was orally taking magnesium oxide every morning. Had been for 2 years. Her doctor suggested it, but it had done basically nothing for her. She was told her meds were not related to cramps. This contradicts the patient leaflet, which lists muscle cramps as a known side effect. That floored me. We made 3 changes. Swapped to magnesium glycinate, moved to the evening, added potassium with dinner, and taurine at bedtime. I told her, don't expect miracles in week 1. Day 10, she messaged the clinic. She had slept through the entire night twice in the past week. Twice in 7 years of broken sleep. Twice, 1 bad night versus 5. At 3 months, Dorothy's husband had moved back into their bedroom. That was how she measured the success. The tennis ball was gone from the foot of the bed. Here is exactly what to do. Write this down or save the video. Step 1. Look at your medication list tonight. Manage side effects intelligently. Go through every blood pressure or heart medication you're taking. If you're on a thiazide or loop diuretic, depletion isn't a surprise, it's an expected consequence. Step 2. Swap your magnesium. If on oxide, stop. Switch to glycinate. This one change makes a noticeable difference for a lot of people within 10 to 14 days. Step 3. Add potassium citrate with dinner. 300 to 500 milligrams. Always with food. Important, if on potassium sparing meds or ACE inhibitors, check with your doctor first. Step 4. Add taurine in the evening. 500 milligrams alongside your magnesium glycinate before bed. Get a standalone supplement to control exactly how much you're taking. Step 5. Be realistic about the timeline. First couple of weeks bring partial improvement. 6 weeks is the real test. 3 months is a proper trial. Don't quit early. Important warnings. If on potassium sparing diuretics, ACE inhibitors or ARBs, don't add potassium without talking to your doctor. Hyperkalemia is serious. Kidney disease. Both need physician supervision. And do not stop your blood pressure medication on your own. Manage side effects intelligently with your doctor. Waking up in pain is not a fair trade for blood pressure. You shouldn't have to pick between heart health and sleep. The right support can address both sides. If this video helped, send it to someone dreading tonight. Leave a comment, age, location, and cramp frequency. Subscribe for the next one. Take care of yourself.